My dad handed me a bill for my college tuition. I paid it myself 6 years ago. He slid the paper across the kitchen counter like it was a peace treaty. $86,340. That's what you owe us. I looked at him, then at my mom standing by the refrigerator with her arms crossed. She was nodding like they'd rehearsed this moment. Your father and I sacrificed everything for your education, she said. We deserve to be compensated. My chest went tight. I worked 3 jobs during college. I ate ramen for 4 years straight. I graduated with honors while running on 4 hours of sleep because I was bartending until 2 a.m. every night. And now they wanted payment. For what exactly? I asked. Dad tapped the paper. Tuition, room and board, books, the car we let you borrow junior year. I started laughing. Not because it was funny, because I genuinely thought I was losing my mind. You didn't pay my tuition. His jaw clenched. Excuse me? I paid my own tuition, Dad. Every single semester. I have the receipts. He looked at my mom. She looked at the floor. That's not what our records show, he said. I pulled out my phone and opened my banking app. Started scrolling through 6 years of statements. Right here. August 2018. $2,400 to the bursar's office. December 2018. Another $2,400. I kept scrolling. It's all here. Every payment. From my account. My mom's face went pale. You told me you had scholarships, she whispered. I did have scholarships. They covered 40%. I covered the rest. By myself. My dad grabbed the paper back. Well, what about the car? You used it for 2 years. You mean Grandpa's old station wagon that he gave me directly? The one with 180,000 miles that I paid to fix 6 times? My dad opened his mouth, closed it. That's when my younger brother Derek walked in. He froze when he saw the tension. What's going on? I handed him the invoice. He read it. His face went red. They gave me one of these last month, he said quietly. I spun around. What? $94,000. He wouldn't look at our parents. I've been paying them $800 a month since graduation. My vision went blurry. That's almost $10,000, Derek. He finally looked up. I thought I actually owed it. They showed me bank statements. They showed me tuition bills. They told me they'd been paying this whole time. I turned to my parents. What bank statements? My mom was crying now. The silent kind where tears just fall and nobody acknowledges them. My dad's face had gone from defensive to something else. Something like fear. We had a college fund, he said slowly. For both of you. My stomach dropped. Had? We invested it, my mom said. In 2015. A friend had a business opportunity. Tech startup. Couldn't fail. Let me guess, I said. It failed. She nodded. We lost everything. $200,000. Both your funds. Gone. Derek sat down hard on a kitchen chair. So you've been charging us for money that doesn't exist? To pay back money you already lost? My dad straightened up. We raised you. We fed you. We gave you a roof. That has value. I stepped closer to him. You created fake invoices. You lied about paying our tuition. You've been collecting payments from Derek for a debt that was never real. That's not parenting. That's fraud. My mom grabbed my arm. Please, you can't tell anyone. We'll lose everything. What everything? I looked around their kitchen. Nice house. New appliances. 2 cars in the driveway. You've been living off Derek's guilt payments while pretending to be broke. My dad's voice dropped. It wasn't supposed to go this far. We just needed help after the investment collapsed. So you invented a debt instead of asking for help? He couldn't answer. Derek stood up. I want my money back. All of it. My mom started sobbing harder. We don't have it. It's gone. Where? I demanded. She gestured vaguely around the house. Mortgage. Credit cards. Your father's medical bills from last year. I remembered. Dad had knee surgery. They'd told us insurance covered most of it. Another lie. I pulled out my phone and started taking photos of the invoice, the fake breakdown, every piece of paper on the counter. My dad lunged for my phone. I stepped back. What are you doing? Documenting everything. In case you try this again. Or in case Derek wants to take legal action. My mom's head snapped up. You wouldn't. Derek looked at me, then at them. I haven't decided yet. I drove Derek to his apartment. He didn't speak for 20 minutes. Then he said, I thought I was a bad son, for not being grateful enough, for questioning why the payments were so high. They told me I was being selfish. I gripped the steering wheel. That's what they do. Make you feel guilty for having boundaries. He laughed bitterly. Remember when I asked to see the original loan documents? They said they'd been destroyed in the basement flood. There was no flood, I said. I know that now. We sat in his parking lot for another hour, talked about every time they'd made us feel like burdens, every guilt trip, every reminder of their sacrifices. It wasn't just about money. It was about control, about making sure we never felt like we'd done enough. I called Aunt Rachel that night. She wasn't surprised. Your grandmother did the same thing to your dad, she said. Kept a ledger of every expense. Made him pay it back through his 20s. He swore he'd never do it to his own kids. I guess some cycles don't break, I said. She sighed. They just changed shape. My parents called a family meeting last weekend. They apologized. Sort of. We handled things poorly, my dad said. My mom nodded along. We never meant to hurt you. We were drowning and panicked. Derek asked about refunds. They offered $200 a month until they'd paid back half. I told them we'd discuss it. On the drive home, Derek asked if I thought they'd actually change. I thought about Grandma's ledger, about my dad growing up with that weight, about how he'd promised himself he'd be different and then became exactly the same. I don't know, I said, but I know we're not paying for their mistakes anymore.